tube. Say, what up, tube?
What up, tube?
What up, tube? How's it going? How's it going? All right. And last but certainly not least, let's see. Yeah, I'll start the watch party this time. It came right up. So, doot. And
slow start to the tube.
It's all good. Tube can deal with it for like a half a second.
So, tube.
All right.
What up, tubing?
What up, tubing? Have you been tubing?
I've been tubing.
You've been tubing?
A little bit.
Yeah? Like on an inner tube or?
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean.
YouTube.
Tubing.
All right, here we go.
Modern
For the pod.
tubing.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2, and 1.
Welcome.
Wait, hang on a second. What happened here? Just kidding. All right, try it again.
Just kidding.
3, 2, and 1.
Welcome to another episode of Business Bros. Damn, 300 something. I finally choked on that one.
300 and something, and you finally choked on the intro. It's all good.
Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Friday.
Unless
Another
you're
one
living,
of my favorite days of the week.
Unless you're listening to us on replay, then happy day.
Happy day. Oh, happy day.
Yeah,
Ow.
Weird, dude. Gotta be related.
Gotta be related.
Hernan Cias here, host of the Business Bros podcast, along with my co-host,
the insurance bro, James Cias, with Pipeline Insurance. And we're going to talk a whole heck of a lot about that today.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We got a great show planned for you today.
As always,
tune in. But first,
365 pairs of shoes by the end of the year. We're at 243. James Wynn did a pickup today with
Dubs. Dubs is Barger.
Dubs is Barger, dude. He's tearing it up today. Thank you for the shoe donation. We are now at 243 pairs of shoes.
All the way out in Poway, by the way.
And he rode his Harley out there. Yep. And by the way, 243 plus we have some more that you had to drop off that we didn't actually count yet. So it's probably closer to like 260 or somewhere around there.
We're probably somewhere around that range.
We probably broken the 70% marker. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get there sooner than later. And of course, if you have new shoes, used shoes, or you want to donate cash, hit James up 619-884-0045 or james@ciasfirst.com. He'll hop on that Harley, the orange one, right over there. Pick up those bad boys. Give you the Instagram shout out or keep you anonymous. It's okay. Either way, cool. We 100% appreciate each and every donation. So thank you guys very, very much. And then, of course,
positively.
DroneQuote.net.
DroneQuote.net.
I have finished the recording.
Oh, yeah. Get ready to drop that.
I've shared it with a few people. I've shared it with Cineway over at DroneQuote to make sure that we're on the up and up. Mm-hmm. Apparently, he liked it because he posted on Facebook that it's hot.
Wow.
And it is. Nelly is hot in here. So that's going to be dropping. We're going to be talking with our team over at Visionary Media, and we're going to be coordinating the video. So it's going to be a fun one. We're going to have a good time with it, and it's gonna be fun, dude. So, you guys can pick fun at me, but make sure that if you do have a solar need, right? If you are considering buying solar, don't do it the hard way. Don't sit through a bunch of different presentations and try to figure it all out. And the DroneQuote.net/business bros. They'll come on over. They'll take a drone, picture your rooftop. Then they'll take all the measurements, send it out to roofing companies, send it out to solar companies, and then they fight for your business. They send you the quotes, and you just look and see which one you want. Pick that one. Get your solar done. That's how to do it. That's how we do it in the easy way these days. No need to try to hustle and grind and spend all this time like messing it up.
Looking for the easy button? Here it is. DroneQuote.net/business bros.
Business bros with 1 O.
Business bros.
All right. Woo. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to get used to saying this every single show. Our primary business is insurance. So if you are supporters of the show, if you like the show, help us out. Send us any insurance business you like. And then if you're considering adding insurance into your line of business, we're here to help you. Maybe you want to do the insurance work.
This is actually like so exciting that you bring that up because we got stuff, man.
We do?
We got all kinds of stuff.
Okay, you're going to tell me because, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't heard this story yet, so this is what's going to happen. But anyways, if you want to add insurance into your business, maybe you're the type of person who wants to take on the insurance license and you want to do all the work and you want to do, build a business, we can help you with that. Maybe you're the type of person who has an existing book of business and you don't want to do insurance, but you just want to get paid on it and send us referrals. We can help you with that too. We'll handle all the work and take care of it for you. Either way, we're here to be of service to you guys. Pipeline Insurance is where it's at. So here we go. I want to hear a story from you then today. Help me out. What's going on here?
It has been a wild ride. So this week has just been insane. Just crazy. Just running around all over the place.
Your calendar's like...
my calendar was just booked. I'd had like I had a customer call me, was like, hey, I need to add a car into my policy. I'm like, yeah, I can take care of that, no problem. She's like, well, can you call me? I'm like, look, I have like 5 minutes in the day in between these hours to call you. Are you available? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, I can take care of it during text, through a text message. I promise it's going to be fine. So it's just been like that kind of a week, just all over the place. But today I went out to Poway to meet up with somebody from a company called PHP. You want to know what PHP stands for?
What does PHP stand for?
People helping people.
Which is funny because that kind of aligns with our whys.
It kind of aligns with our why statements. Absolutely. Happy Friday, Edgar. Thanks for saying what's up, man. So I go to this meeting and I'm sitting down with the dude, and the last time I saw him, he was actually teaching about the Golden Circle.
Okay.
Right? Simon Sinek's Golden Circle. Yeah. If you don't know what that is, check it out on YouTube. One of the most watched TED Talks of all time. Simon Sinek, Sinek, The Golden Circle. Check that out.
He also has a couple books.
He's also got a couple books. One of them was Finding Your Why, which
exactly.
I loved it, and helped me define my why. So first of all, again, I am inspired to spread positivity. If you haven't checked out my story, I literally was at karaoke last night.
Spreading positivity.
Past midnight, drinking and spreading positivity and empowering others to create wealth for today and generational wealth for tomorrow.
Dude, and at karaoke.
At karaoke.
Not that you're not positive normally, but put a little bit of alcohol in you, get a little more positive.
Oh, man, for sure. But, I mean, the bottom... The fact that I'm like doing this while I'm like out where I'm having fun.
You're living your why is what you're doing.
I really am. Like truly, like I really am inspired by this why statement. And so that is actually why I have chosen to align myself with this company, PHP, People Helping People. And one of their missions, they are a life insurance company, right? They are going to help me learn the life insurance business, and I'm looking forward to talking to Tim Barker, who reached out to me and wants to get some help. Arnie Valenzuela, our karaoke DJ, he reached out to me, wants to get some help on life insurance, and those are the first two off the top of my head. But if you have any life insurance needs, this is where my passion is headed, because what life insurance does, ladies and gentlemen, more than anything else, is it creates an immediate estate. In other words, if you are the kind of person that is broke, living paycheck to paycheck, you know what? It's cool. I've been there. I'm there.
You're still there.
I'm still there. I'm working my way out of it. But here's the thing is, when you purchase a life insurance policy, if something happens to you, do you want to leave bills behind for your family, or do you want to leave an inheritance behind?
Of course, an inheritance.
Right? You want to leave the inheritance, and that's what life insurance helps to do, is it creates that immediate estate so that you have that inheritance to leave behind to your family. So in that sense, you are creating generational wealth for tomorrow.
And the funny thing about that is of all the insurance lines that are out there, this is the only one that's not required by anybody. Nobody mandates that you get life insurance, right? Nobody says you have to do it. It is definitely what I've always heard in this industry is it's a love product. You're buying it because you care for those that are going to be left behind once you pass, right? Yep. You want to make sure that you're taken care of. You want to make sure your kids are taken care of. You want to make sure the mortgage is paid. You want to make sure that even though you're not there, even though you're not physically present, and none of us plan on dying, but we should plan in case we die.
I plan on dying at 102.
At 102, okay, granted, right? But most people don't think about dying. They think about, what bills I got to pay. Right. Tomorrow I got to go to work. I'm planning a trip to Disneyland. I'm doing whatever XYZ thing. No one plans for death, but death comes to us all. And the thing is, we don't exactly know when it's going to happen.
And what's worse is it's not even always death. Sometimes it's something where you have, you get older and you start to develop Alzheimer's disease, or you have a stroke and all of a sudden you can't take care of yourself. And what life insurance does is it gives you the opportunity to actually take advantage of those death benefits before you even die. So if something happens to you where you can't take care of yourself anymore, you don't want to leave that burden on your family. Those retirement homes, those elderly care homes, they're expensive as crap. They're like freaking $5,000 a month today. In 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, when you're getting to that point, it's going to be like $10,000 a month.
Yeah. And you don't want to leave that burden with other people, other family relatives to have to take care of you. This is why it's so important that you kind of plan ahead. When you sit down, I mean, almost any company, I'm at my school, for example, there's always people who come and they do lunch and learns, and they have teachers, and they're always talking about, filling that 403B, right? So that gap in what your pension's going to give compared to what your lifestyle is going to lead. You have to make sure you put money away to fill that gap. But then the other thing they're always talking about is a life insurance policy and long-term care. Because those are things we never really think about. We look for, most employees, most people who are working are looking for that retirement age when they stop working. But then they end up leaving that W-2 job, and they don't realize that the things that they leave behind on that W-2 job is not just the workload itself, but also the health insurance benefits, the coverage that they need. The different benefits that they had at that company don't follow you into retirement. So you need to make sure that not only you have enough money to pay your day-to-day living expenses, but also take care of a body that's getting older, that's going to require more of these medical. You're going to end up going to the doctor more when you're older than now when you feel good, right?
Yep.
And so you need to make sure you take care of those things. And that's just those are if you're getting older graciously. Right. You're going to be going to the doctor if you're getting older graciously. If you don't take care of yourself, if you're prone to heart disease, you're prone to diabetes, and you're just kind of like putting it off, you're more prone to go to the doctor later on in life. And that's if it's progressive. If something major happens, you have major cardiac arrest, like you were talking about stroke. Now you have 24-hour care. It's not just you can take yourself to the doctor. It's they're there all the time, taking care of you every single day, and that gets expensive.
It does,
and that's the type of coverage that you don't think about, but you should make sure you plan for. Otherwise, you better love your kids, and you better hope they love you, because they're gonna stick you in somewhere where they can afford to stick you if you didn't take care of it.
If you didn't take steps to protect yourself from that situation, because the fact is, it's going to happen to all of us, man. Time stops for no man or woman, right?
Except for Wolverine.
Except for Wolverine, but he's something special. Logan. We're going to get older, and if you take proper steps today, you're going to have a retirement in place. You're going to have the proper care in place, and you're going to be able to leave something behind for your kids so that, they're not. Shoot, you can pay off their house when you die. How do you like that?
That's a nice thing.
That's a nice thing.
Death sucks.
Death sucks.
Right? So when you pass away, or when, your spouse passes away, it's not like it's a happy moment. It's going to be a very difficult time in your life, right?
But it's worse when you don't have the funds to take care of the things that you want to take care of, dude.
And I make fun of that a lot. I mean, it's like a funny thing, but when a Mexican family, when somebody dies, we have a car wash, right? We do a fundraiser. We try to, fill in these little gaps of income just to bury the person.
Yep.
This is just to put the person's body into the hole.
Let me make this personal. Let me make this super personal right now. So, ever since Danny died, I've been spending more time, I've been making it a conscious decision to spend more time with his kids, Daniel and Alexis. And the last time that I was there this past week, Alexis is telling me that she's still traumatized. She's still, hurting because she never got to say goodbye to her dad. Her dad died in New Mexico, 2 states away, right? 3. I mean, California's freaking huge, right? So died halfway across the country, and we did not have the funds available to bring him home. It was going to cost us a ton of money to bring him home, and we just didn't have that, and to do the funeral and to do everything. And
that was part of it. The other part of it was mom just didn't feel like the whole system, the time frame.
Sure, but here's the thing is if we had gotten ahead of it and had all of that already available, maybe we wouldn't have had the opportunity to bring him home, but maybe we would have had the money to go out there at least so that they could have that closure. Because there is, for myself even, it still sometimes feels unreal to me that Danny's gone. There's still times when it's like, I didn't get to say goodbye to him. I didn't get to see him off either. And if we had those funds, we tried to get him a life insurance policy. Things didn't work out for
other
myriad of reasons, but
yeah.
But if we had been able to put that in place and had the money to go out there and see him, like, I would have wanted to.
And these are the things that when we talk about life insurance, we try to share these woulda, shoulda, couldas, because it's over. It happened. It's done, right? But what we want to prevent is anybody else going through a similar situation to not have to deal with questions like that. Where if money's not an issue when it comes down to doing these particular things.
My why is partly inspired by Danny's death. There are people that he used to run with, and people that he loved, that he considered his family, that don't know the rules of money. And these are the people that I want to reach the most. These are the lives that I want to change the most. I don't want my niece and nephew to live in, a little apartment, as they grow into adults. I don't want them to have the same financial struggles that their parents have had. I want them to have something better to excel. And I believe that their mom and the kids in that neighborhood and all of those friends and all of those people that Danny loved and knew, they all want the same thing for their kids. They don't want their kids to grow up in this stuff either. So this is the audience. These are the people that I want to reach. These are the people that I want to say, look, we can put something in place so that we can set you up into retirement. We can set you up with something that, if something happens to you earlier than it should, it's going to take care of your kids. And better yet, if nothing happens to you and you live to a ripe old age, then when you get to that age, the burden of your retirement is not going to be on your kids. Mm-hmm. We're going to take care of your entire life, every step of the way. And if something happens to you that's, health related, you wind up, like I said, with a stroke or anything like that, let's make sure that we have the pieces in place to put you in a place where you can be well taken care of. And, the burden, again, does not fall on the next generation. We want to uplift your family.
And that's the premise of life insurance, right? That is the idea behind it. There is no positive note in the sense of losing somebody, but it's much easier to go through this process if money is not the issue. So the premiums that are, it's on, and it always comes down to, can I afford it, right? Can I pay these premiums? There's so many different types of products out there. There's so many different types of coverages that we can structure things based on your own situation. But that is something that comes at sitting down and actually having that conversation. You literally have to sit down and talk about what would happen if you died. And that isn't an uncomfortable conversation to have.
You want to know something cool? I heard this in my Junto meeting yesterday. Junto, by the way, is my mastermind group. Parker says, the success of a person is measured by their ability to have uncomfortable relationships. I'm sorry, uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah. Well, we had this conversation not too long ago about successes on the other side of being uncomfortable.
Yep, that's true. We had that earlier this week.
So, it comes down to, you have to get past that uncomfortable spot. What we're saying is, we're ready to have that uncomfortable conversation with you. We're saying, if it's time, if time is of the essence, if the pressure of tomorrow is getting to you today, if you have love for the people in your family, if you want to make sure that all that is taken care of, now's the time to sit down and have this conversation. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be, you're going to get emotional. It happens. It's part of that. That's a good thing. It means you are truly doing something for your family that is going to help out in the long term. It's going to help out in the short term if something does tragically happen, but it's going to help you out in the long term if you do happen age nicely and you get into a position where you need help. It's a love product. So PHP.
Yeah. Hang on one second. Leaving them.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sometimes I got to make sure I'm paying attention to what James is doing, because he's having dual conversations. When it's just me and him, he's having a conversation with me, but at the same time he's talking to all of you on Facebook.
Yeah. So again, I just want to say that I appreciate everybody that jumps on the Facebook and That's why I make sure to leave you a personal message and say hi.
Yeah, and that's why usually when we have an interview, you don't really see much of James. You're conversing with James. So for those of you who are listening on replay, consider trying to hop online. Go to Business Bros at Business Bros Pod on any of our social media feeds to find us. But to go to the live show, find us on Facebook, and then we go live on all our episodes, and you can interact with us right there. Of course, feel free to leave a comment in any of our social media feeds at Business Bros Pod. We'll always reply to every single comment, good, bad, or indifferent. We don't care. We'll respond anyways. But that's how you interact with us on the live feed for Facebook Live. So, well, you know what? While you're finishing that up, I'm going to hit my promos. Ladies and gents, dronequote.net/business bros is where you need to go if you got solar issues, or if you're thinking about getting solar, or if you've even considered it. Maybe you don't want to talk to the guy that comes and knocks on your door to sit down in a 2-hour presentation. Don't do it that way. Let him know that he should be a dronequote.net rep. Dronequote.net will come over, take a drone, take pictures of your roof, measure everything all out, send it out to roofing contractors, send it out to solar contractors, and then you sit back, look on your computer, and there you go. You got a bunch of different quotes that you can choose from. Pick one, get your solar done. And the way to do that is go to dronequote.net/business bros. And we appreciate all the support for every single one of our sponsors. And of course, just a second reminder, this is an insurance episode anyways. We're talking about life insurance. So if you need help, Pipeline Insurance is the company that we own, and that's the way we want to help you guys secure all your assets, secure your companies, secure your lives. So make sure that financially speaking, you're covered in case anything happens. Because let's face it, something's going to happen, and you should be insured to make sure you're safe and well protected. Hey, there you go. See, hitting it, right?
Well done, good sir. So you were asking me about PHP, and one of the other reasons why I decided to align myself with this company is I asked the guy's name is Chris Philp. He's I don't know. I'll figure out exactly what his title is, but he's the gentleman that I met with today to kind of finalize this thing, I guess, and told you that he was teaching the Golden Circle a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him today, I said, well, what is your why? And wouldn't you know it, first thing out of his mouth is, I want to help people create generational wealth. I was like, you're kidding me. You did not just say that.
It's like he wrote it straight out of your why statement.
It's like he wrote it. Yeah.
He knew what you were going to say. He knew what you were thinking.
It's like he maybe stalked me on Facebook or something, was watching my stories and talking. No, I mean, that's what he said to me. I was like, shit, okay. All right.
I like
and you. So we talked more about what PHP does. So PHP is a life insurance company. Yes, absolutely. But on top of that, it is an MLM. Right, so let me just throw that out there really quickly. But the reason why I've aligned myself with it is because what they want to do is to teach other people to be entrepreneurs so that, again, we can help you create wealth for today, help you improve your life today, and create generational wealth for tomorrow, because you take that business and you pass that down generation to generation to generation to generation. And so it creates an opportunity, and one of the reasons why I decided to join up with them, it creates an opportunity for people that are within our network, our real estate agent friends, our mortgage lender friends, our title rep friends, everybody that's out there that has these interactions with people who are purchasing homes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there selling a home to someone or helping someone buy a home, the next thing that you should think of is helping them protect that home so that it stays in their family if something happens to them. If you sell the home and then something happens to them the very next day, that mortgage is shot. Mm-hmm. They're going to lose their home. So life insurance is a perfect avenue, it's not about the money. It's not about, how much can I make a little bit extra? Blah, blah, blah. No. I don't care about that. Listen, you are protecting your clients. When these people come to you and ask you for help to help them buy a house or sell their home or whatever it is, they're trusting you. You become a person that they trust to help them with this transaction. So the next logical step is to make sure that they protect that transaction, protect their home, protect their family through a life insurance product.
It's just it's the safe thing. It's almost like when you're a real estate agent, you don't have a fiduciary responsibility, right? But it is kind of your responsibility to let them know that, hey, this is the largest asset, the largest purchase that most buyers will be making, right? This is the biggest purchase of their life. So, and it's also a place where they're going to call home. It's where they're going to raise their kids. It's where memories are going to be made. So you would think about it yourself. You growing up in your home, if something were to happen to one of your parents and you were going to lose your home, not only did you lose a parent, but now you're losing the place where all the memories were made with that particular individual. This is where, you know, every time you walk in the door, you're going to remember mom, dad, or whoever was in your home. This is home we're talking about. So
like, that's meaningful, man.
That's meaningful. It has a lot of meaning. So part of what you should be doing, or you can't really do it unless you have a life insurance license, but part of what you should be doing is letting your client know at the very least that I want to make sure that this home that you purchase is something that sticks with you for the long term. Now, you can't prevent them from, you know, losing their jobs or having to move and stuff like that, but you can protect them if something out of their control happens.
Right.
If something like death happens, at least the other spouse doesn't have to worry about, how am I going to pay for the mortgage? How am I going to stay in the home? You're helping ensure that your clients not only get the keys to the place, but actually keep the place that you sold them. Exactly. It's just an added benefit that you should really consider having. I mean, it's simple. You hit up James, 619-884-0045, or james@csfirst.com, and he's going to help you with that. Now, do you have to become the life insurance agent? Do you have to join PHP and do all those things? No. It's just an opportunity for you to be able to bring additional value to your clients. And that's what we're all about, right? We're all about helping you get the information you need to bring more value to your clients on a bunch of different levels.
That's it.
So, man, that was a good show.
Good show.
I love that.
All right.
Life,
peace,
love
y'all,
and the pursuit of happiness.
And the pursuit of happiness.
That's the preamble to the Constitution, right? I think
yeah. That's what it is.
It's been a while. Because anytime I think of Pursuit of Happiness, I either think of the song,
We the People for the People,
or the movie.
Wait, there's a song called Pursuit of Happiness?
Yeah. I'm in the pursuit of happiness and I know everything. No?
Nah.
Okay, well, I don't know.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that right there was a little preview for you on getting hot in here.
Check it out. I was on the microphone and I sang.
You basically karaoke.
It was basically karaoke.
He basically karaoke'd.
Hey, look, I'll get behind the mic and talk. I'll do parodies, but I don't do karaoke. I don't know. It's not my thing.
I'm still trying to drag him. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all can help me with that, let's get him out there.
All right, ladies and gents, 365 pairs of shoes by the end of the year. If you got new shoes, used shoes, or you want to donate cash, hit James up, 619-884-0045, or james@csfirst.com. All your solar needs, go to dronecode.net/business bros. Make the easy decision. Stop making it tough on yourself. Pipeline Insurance is the company that we own, so if you need help with your insurance or you want to add insurance into your business so we can start cutting you checks, hit James up, 619-884-0045, or james@csfirst.com. You can also check out our website, pipelineinsurance.com. It's easy to use. We love you guys. Happy Friday. Peace. And we're out.
See y'all. Spread positivity. Don't forget. Bye, Facebook. We love you.
Is that a short one or do we hit the right?